We're in some pretty bad stuff now, man. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Somebody hacked me. They hacked me. Hi friends, Music Man from upstairs. I have to share this story with you. It's just too good not to share, and while it's fresh in my mind. So my wife comes home at lunch yesterday and tells me that we've been hacked. When we were at Lagoon in Salt Lake City, using our credit card, debit card, somebody had a device that they can come behind you and they can swipe it and get your credit card information. And they're pretty clever. They didn't use it in Lagoon, they used it, somehow somebody in Texas is now using it. So they're getting pretty smart out there, right? I mean, pretty smart. So it made me realize, I need to take care of some business. I better go to the bank and make sure that I've dotted my I's and crossed my T's, because it's been a while since I've gone to the bank and made sure everything is, fair and square. So I go to the bank and I'm there basically to make sure that there's no holes in the dam, you know what I mean? To make sure that there's no places for thieves to break in and steal, sneak in, and there's no ways that they can get past my identity theft. Well, surprise, surprise, even though we've been paying $12.99 for it for 6 years, they never activated our identity theft. So it's actually our local bank that caught that there were some very strange transactions going on, that while we were spending money here in Butte to buy groceries, that somewhere else in the country, down in who knows where, down in the south in Texas somewhere, someone was using it at the same time. Interesting, huh? So I got hacked, and I don't know how to feel about that. It's just strange. Now, the question is that I raise here is identity theft worth it? Because they didn't catch it. We didn't even have it. It wasn't activated. Even they said we were paying for it for the last 6 years, but they didn't activate it. So we discovered that, and we'll see what we can do. I know what you're going to say down below. Make sure you get all that money back. Yeah, because it added up to quite a bit, didn't it? I'm not going to get too hysterical about it. But the bottom line is, when I went into the bank to talk to this girl, she's trying to sell me stuff. And I'm just trying to make sure that everything, I want to know what's going on with my credit, if there's anything weird that's popping up, if, and I'm going to look at, things through this identity theft, and for some reason she couldn't get into it. She told me I could at home, so when I got home, we couldn't get into it, so we set up a separate account and signed into it, and then it worked, and it's just a headache. And then my wife got on the phone today and discovered the reason that why we couldn't get into it is because it didn't exist. We were paying for nothing to our bank for 5 or 6 years. So what was she trying to sell me? She was trying to sell me a home equity loan. I told her I have no need for a home equity loan. She's like, well, you will. I'm like, is something catastrophic going to happen? Do you know something I don't know? And this girl's, a lot of times, was sitting there like, I said, explained to her who I read, who I follow, the people, what I've been doing, and she was like, she got on there and she was like, oh my word. Of course, she didn't say oh my word. She said something else. You don't have any debts at all. I said, yes, I don't have any debts at all. She goes, you don't have to answer to anybody. You're like completely free. I'm like, it is. And I talked to her about Mr. Money Mustache and Bob Millionaire's blog, and Dave Ramsey, Bob Millionaire, the homosexual engineer, very anti-Christian, very anti-belief, but he's a smart guy. I like reading his stuff on the engineering aspects and on the financial aspects. But when he gets into politics and on his beliefs about, the other stuff, we don't agree. So be it. Then Dave Ramsey and I like Dave Ramsey. The guy's really grown on me. He's funny. He makes me laugh. I love his rants. But I don't agree with everything that he does. But I've been following him. I've been following Mr. Money Mustache and his stuff. But I don't get on a bicycle to go get a loaf of bread. You know, it's just in my town, you truly will get killed. In the truck, in the last couple of weeks, I've almost gotten hit from people rolling stop signs. I don't know what would happen to me on a bicycle. I've almost gotten hit walking. People don't know how to drive in my town. They just don't know how to drive. And the laws of probability and the laws of nature say that someone's going to kill me on a bicycle riding around this town on the streets. They don't care. They will run you over. And so, you know, but I've gotten a lot of good information from Mr. Money Mustache. But he loves to get on this bicycle thing. You ride a bike, ride a bike, ride a bike. I digress. So she's then trying to get me to do other things. She's trying to get me to do more with credit cards. She's trying to get me to go to this premium plan where if I don't keep a certain amount of money in the bank, if something catastrophic did happen, then they charge me a $30 fee. And what are the benefits? They're nothing. To be a premier customer, you get on a CD from 0.025% to 0.050%. That's nothing. I said, "Hun, listen, we just paid off our house. We just paid off all of our debts. My wife and I are figuring things out. I'm looking at investing money. That's what I'm looking at." "Well, what can I help you with?" I said, "I'm looking into a Roth IRA." "Oh, then you have to come to me." So she's really anxious to sell me something. So as I'm sitting there, and you know, she's a sweet gal, and you know, it's just sad. Bless her heart. I mean, she's trying so hard. She's just doing her job, but it's like, yeah, you're making me uncomfortable because you're keeping me here for 2 hours to talk to me about stuff I'm not interested in right now. Right now, I'm just interested in making sure that I'm protected against whoever these scammers are, how much information they have, what's going on, what this all means for me. And guess what? Even without identity theft protection, what it meant for me is that I don't have to pay anything. We are covered. It's fraud. So do you need identity theft? We'll talk about it. I'll see. We're talking about getting rid of it after discovering we didn't even have it, after paying for it for all these years. So my trip to the bank. Oh, she said, "You're going to need a home equity loan in the future for a new car or whatever." I said, "I'll never buy a new car." I said, "Look out in the parking lot at the," I told you, the 2 millionaire truck. And she said, "It's that gray one with the rust?" I said, "Yeah. And it runs good, and I'm not looking at replacing it." And she basically at one point said she'd never met anyone like me. First of all, she couldn't comprehend that someone that had absolutely no debt. None. She said she's even had wealthy people come in there that are deep in debt. They have a lot of wealth, but they have credit card and consumer debt. And they have mortgage debt, even though they are millionaires, even though they have a lot of money. So she had never met, that was the first that she had met that had absolutely zero debt. She was talking on a cash flow basis, and I was talking about saving my money and investing it. So we were like completely not even communicating. It was like I was Chinese or something. She was not understanding anything I was talking about. Okay, so I just had to share that story with you. I'm getting to the point where I'm wondering, do I need a bank anymore? Discuss down below. Do I need a bank anymore? Ooh. I don't know. We got hacked and they caught it. I guess they're good for something. Right? Anyway, have a great day. Thought you'd enjoy that story. I got hacked. How dare you hack me? I will find you in Texas.